Ontario Construction News Daily Podcast, Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. $50 million is being invested in a major park revitalization project, adding modern amenities while preserving its history. And speaking of big plans, a city is hosting a public meeting to discuss its 25-year growth management strategy. Stay tuned, and much more in today's episode. Toronto's Queen's Park North is getting a major facelift. The Weston Foundation is donating a whopping $50 million for a massive overhaul. This includes infrastructure upgrades, long-term programming, and ongoing maintenance. The project's a collaboration with the University of Toronto and other local institutions, bringing in everything from an outdoor skating rink to a cafe. Public consultations are planned, ensuring the park meets everyone's needs. Mayor Chow calls it a vital step towards a more dynamic and accessible city center, building on recent improvements to nearby areas. The revitalization will preserve the park's history while adding modern amenities and celebrating Indigenous placekeeping. The project reflects the Weston family's ongoing commitment to improving Toronto's public spaces. Tonight in Timmins, there's a public open house from 6 to 8 p.m. at the McIntyre Community Center. The city's hosting this to talk about their big growth management study, a 25-year plan for Timmins' future. They'll be covering things like population growth, housing, and jobs, plus how social and economic trends might play a role. It's a chance to weigh in on how and where the city should grow over the next quarter century, shaping everything from housing developments to where new businesses might pop up. Your input matters, so head down to McIntyre Road if you live in the area and want to have your say on Timmins' future. Kingston's splashing out $40 million on road repairs and upgrades in 2025. That's a lot of asphalt. The work starts this spring, tackling everything from patching up those pesky potholes, over 3,200 already fixed this year, to full-blown road reconstructions. They're also doing preventative maintenance, like crack sealing, to keep those roads in tip-top shape for longer. Expect some upgrades to intersections and crossings too, with improvements for pedestrians and cyclists. And get this, some projects will even see underground utilities getting an overhaul alongside the roads themselves. It's a big plan to improve road quality, safety, and accessibility across the city. Pierre Poilievre's putting forward a plan to give tradespeople a bigger tax break. Think bigger deductions for travel expenses. We're talking food, gas, and hotels, if their work takes them over 120 kilometers from home. He's aiming to scrap the current $4,000 limit. Meanwhile, Jagmeet Singh's focusing on grocery costs, pushing for price caps on things like pasta and baby formula, along with higher taxes on grocery store profits. And Liberal leader Mark Carney's been busy this week, talking about U.S. tariffs and focusing on boosting the economy, particularly in the auto sector and infrastructure. Poilievre's also been pretty critical of the Liberals' handling of the energy sector and rising costs. The Greater Ottawa Home Builders Association held its annual meeting last week, celebrating successes and tackling industry headwinds. Outgoing Chair Pat Daniels highlighted the year's accomplishments, including updated bylaws and award wins. Incoming Chair Serge Desjardins is taking the reins, focusing on member engagement. The association reported a healthy surplus despite economic uncertainty, thanks to successful events. Nationally, the Canadian Home Builders Association is pushing for lower construction material tariffs, workforce development, and smarter building codes. Finally, several members received well-deserved achievement awards. And that's all the time we have for today's Ontario Construction News Daily Podcast, Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. We hope you enjoyed the show. It was created with the help of AI, by the way. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out next time. Thanks for listening to the Daily Podcast. Would you and your company be interested in becoming the featured sponsor for only $495 a month? Reach out to Chase via email chase@ontarioconstructionnews.com to get more details.